Today I'm going to be reviewing these Viking drill brush attachments that I recently purchased online. This is going to come with a small one and a large one. You can use these on seats, you can use them on floor mats, all those sorts of things. Anything where you need to agitate. Now it is going to come with like the drill brush top, so that's just going to connect right into your drill. Same thing on both of those, just goes right into the hex on your, or the end on your drill. So let me go ahead and bring in, I've got a rubber floor mat that has seen better days. I'm going to be just putting like some soap and water on it, using one of these to agitate it, and we'll see how it works. Now, I've got these WeatherTech floor mats, right? And so I just recently washed these. As you can see, it's still actively wet, and I just used it in my sink. I just use a washcloth. So that's going to be your basic agitation, right? Now in comparison to these two, I'm going to go with the bigger one. Smaller one would probably work better in like some of these cracks and crevices. But even trying to get, it's going to be probably hard to see, but there you go. You can see. So there's still a lot of dirt in these cracks and in these crevices on here, even after using a washcloth to just like wipe in all of these. So you can get like the main parts with the washcloth pretty easy, but getting it along those edges, you just can't generate the power. And that's when these are going to come in. So let me go ahead and put some soap on here. Now for the soap, I'm just going to use some Dawn Power Wash. So nothing too terribly fancy on this. I'm just going to kind of spray some right on these different spots. Going through here, you know, I'm just going to go all along this section right here. Okay, so that's going to be the worst. Obviously, this is where the majority of your feet are going to sit. Now, I could go ahead and do some up here, okay, because this is going to be the, I think this is the passenger side mat. And these floor mats have been around the block. Like, I believe these are 10 plus years old, so they've definitely been around the block. We obviously keep them relatively clean, but, you know, you can only do so much. Okay, so I've got this put here onto the drill. So let's go ahead and give that just a second, and then we will clean. All right, now I'm gonna try and show this to you. So I've got a mount here for my phone. So I apologize if it's gonna be a little bit bumpy. I'm gonna just kind of hold on to this, and let's go ahead and go. Now, as you can see, it's definitely pulling up some dirt. Those suds are getting really, really brown over here on this side. Haven't even done down in here yet, which is going to be the worst location. So definitely is getting a lot more off than what just the washcloth and soap could handle. All right, now I got that all scrubbed. As you can see, definitely really, really dirty. Now I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it off. I'm just over here at the sink, so we are just going to rinse off all of those suds and dirt. Again, I'm not using any special cleaner, just that Dawn Power Wash. That's the only thing that I've got on here right now. Now, I could have done the entire thing over here. I feel like having a good backing for it is a good option. So, you know, having something kind of solid that you're up against while you are working, I think would work the best. So that's why I went ahead and did it on the counter. Probably better to do it outside than on your kitchen counter. Of course, my wife's not around, so don't tell her, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this washed off. Looking pretty good at this point, all right? Now let's go ahead and let this dry, and I'll be back with you once it's dried off, and we'll see how it looks. It's essentially dried. As you can see, there are just some wear on this, right? So it's a blackish kind of rubber, and there's just some wear on this. It's possible that if I did it again, you know, and, you know, rinsed it off really, really good, it's possible I could kind of get that white stuff off of there a bit. I'm not really sure because I'm just kind of rubbing on it and I feel like it kind of comes off. So that might be some extra soap residue that maybe I could power wash off or something. But I just want to kind of compare this, right? So look in here, see all of those crevices where I did not use the brush and I just used the washcloth? It did not get in there very well, right? But then compare that to all the way over here where it easily got it out. Now that's in comparison to what this is what it looked like before. So it'd been vacuumed. This is no water or anything at all. Obviously water would get some of that out, but those drill brushes definitely make a huge difference when you're trying to clean up your floor mats or really a variety of different things. You could use them for your upholstery on your vehicle. You can use them on floor mats, carpets, tons of different uses for those drill brushes from Viking.